The left wants you to believe our economy is struggling. Joblessness is rampant and wages are under fire. Socialism, they say, is the absolute only remedy to fix it. That is one big fat lie. Good evening, everyone. I am Trish Regan. Even Nancy Pelosi knows it's a lie, which is why she's now warning her party to find itself. Because, you know, what plays in San Francisco does not, as they say, play in Peoria. She says drastic shifts to the left will not flip battleground states. And I agree. But that isn't going to stop them from trying. Are you ready for a socialist, northeastern, elitist ticket to lead the Democrats into 2020? Because that's where we're heading. You got Vermont's Bernie Sanders. He's being positioned as the front runner in Iowa, while Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts appears poised to win New Hampshire. The left, they want you to think our economy is so bad that there's no hope, there's no future somehow without them. That's why the mainstream media keeps ignoring all the good jobs numbers. They're in on it. All those good economic reports they don't care about, the new highs in the stock market. They want you to be ashamed of your country. They want you to be ashamed of your president. And they want you to be very nervous about your economic future. It's such an obvious playbook, frankly. I mean, you'd think they could try and come up with something maybe a little more original. But in politics, everyone's always trying to sell something. The president is selling a very positive message, one of economic hope. The left, well, it's a negative one. Fear. If you really believe there's no hope, if you believe that the United States is so desperate that you'll have no opportunity, you'll have no future without a complete overhaul of our economy, then maybe you'd be willing to fall in line with their socialist playbook, a playbook that throws away the very principles of capitalism and the values of a market-based economy, values that catapulted a once empty land into the greatest economy on earth in less than 300 years. They want you to trade it in. For what? A system that rewards those in government bureaucracy above all others? They're seeking power. And in their model, they have the ability to pick all the winners and losers. They have the ability to steal your money because, you know, you didn't earn it. You didn't create it. That's a lie made famous by the precursor to today's socialists, Mr. Barack Obama.
If you've been successful, you didn't get there on your own. If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
A very rigged economy. The greed and corruption of the corporate elite, crooks on Wall Street.
Break up big tech. Break up big banking. I'm ready. Break up big pharma. It's time for a wealth tax in America.
You know who else had that line? Who else believed those with wealth just didn't deserve it? I'll tell you who. Hugo Chavez, the man who single-handedly drove the most prosperous Latin American country into a state of total desperation in less than 20 years. These socialists, I'm not sure I can actually call them Democrats now, because I don't know what's happened to the party that I knew as a kid, the Democratic Party. These socialists, they are playing a very deliberate political move, one that has been played over and over again. It tends to happen after a real economic crisis. It's happening now in part in reaction to the 2007 financial crisis, though. That's certainly been, what, a decade ago? They've had some time to let it breathe, but I'll tell you, they have no new material. It also happened going back historically after the crash of 1929. It bled into the 30s with the Great Depression. I mean, consider how FDR was able to manipulate that economic vulnerability into a social welfare program, the likes of which this country had never seen before. And while some of his programs were beneficial to society, many more only served to saddle generations of Americans, including mine, including yours, including our children's, with massive debts that are unsustainable. Not to mention a series of price controls and union rules which prevented private businesses and farmers from being able to re-engage in a market economy. Amity Shlaes, she actually walks you through it all in her brilliant book on the 30s called The Forgotten Man, which I highly recommend if you have not read that. Socialists, they're out there wanting to deploy a playbook that would horrify, I'll tell you, even FDR. They want to remake this nation with even more grand, massive, expensive social programs. It's a dangerous model. Remember, it took President Kennedy and President Reagan and most recently President Trump to undo the massive taxation that the Democrats put on the table. I mention Kennedy as a reminder to everyone because you know what cutting taxes? Giving the American people the ability to keep what they have already earned, that need not be political. It's an economic prescription for success, and lawmakers should want to embrace that, regardless of what side they're on. We're not serfs, right? Nor should we ever become serfs. We work for ourselves. We do not work for the United States government. But here's why the socialist political playbook is so vulnerable right now, and why it won't sell. Our economy is sizzling hot. The Democrats didn't think Trump would succeed in creating economic growth. He did. And so you get Sanders out there, and you've got Warren and all the others trying to convince American voters that things are not good when, in fact, they are. I mean, at least back in the Great Depression, there were actual real economic problems to run on. You had a country that was struggling with 25% unemployment at a time when women were not even in the workforce, so think about that. You had breadlines, you had the Dust Bowl, you had a whole series of conflicts that were contributing to the economic strife of the nation. People needed to believe in something. FDR, dubbed a traitor to his class, gave them that hope for change and for new economic order. But today, Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, they're out there blaming wealth creators for the inequality anywhere and everywhere. And that's just dumb. It's dumb, right? Because somehow it's a billionaire entrepreneur's fault that kids are starting out their lives saddled with school debt. I'm sorry, but no one's forcing those college kids to take out $200,000 in loans that they cannot repay. And why should we think every 18-year-old American kid is entitled to a $200,000 or $500,000 education, rewarding them with a degree in basket weaving culture so they can get a job at Starbucks, and then default on their loans and look for a handout from middle-class Americans that are trying pretty darn hard just to get by themselves? Meanwhile, the U.S. government itself is funding all this, giving out loans, allowing it. Heck, they are like the banks that were offering the subprime mortgages. Meanwhile, in today's economy, we have no breadlines. We actually have the lowest unemployment rate in decades, the lowest ever for minorities. Wages are going up. The labor participation rate is improving. I mean, my goodness, that's just going to kill the Dems. Kill them, right? Just imagine for a second rooting against the U.S. economy. That's what they're doing. Because they want to sell you a whole new system, a system that benefits them, the political elites, at the expense of you. And it's a system we do not need. I want you to remember this. Great civilizations, they don't fall as a result of military strife. They fall for economic reasons. And there's a reason why living off the dole became an expression. The Roman Empire suffocated itself. It had huge debts and eventually ran out of money thanks to its massive social programs and overly ambitious territorial expansion. We must protect. We must nourish what we have. And socialism is a direct threat to the economic stability and to the future of the United States of America. And that's tonight's Intel. We got a lot more coming up.